Okay, got my handy little resource gathering vehicle here, and I'm in a weight and volume enabled game, and I just flew around to see what I could find. I still haven't explored the entire planet yet, but I already looted the where am I? These are the Titans, and there's still some stuff there I could go grab resources from, but I already looted all the thrusters and stuff from them. This was a Crash Sentinel front, and it didn't really have anything in it, and so I started flying back this way, and I found an unknown helix here, which I have not yet looked at, so we're going to look at this and see what we can do. So let me what's going on here? Well, let me get out of back into first person view. See if we can reach that container there. I put that ramp on the front. It's a very rare container, but looks like I probably don't need it to grab that. I can reach it from here. So from earlier testing, it looked like I could carry about 60 tons total, and this thing, that includes the ship, and so the mass of this is 433 tons. No way I'm going to be able to pick that up. This thing I can grab, automatic core, that's great. Kilograms. Let me go ahead and then this is 400 tons, so 40 tons, sorry. Might be able to get that. I guess we can test it and find out. Let me go ahead and grab these. But let me first hook up to my container controller. It's probably just going to go in my inventory. Yeah. I guess I could do it like this. Here goes nothing. We're still... Yep. Carry it. So I'm currently 28. Yeah, I'm at 70 tons now. The ship itself is 28.6 tons, but with the cargo in it, I'm up to 70.9 tons. So if I try to go up, that's how fast I can go up now. Go down pretty quick, but stopping me from going down is an issue. But I was able to grab that orc core, so run that back over to my base, tarmac station there, and see what else we can find. Be back shortly. Flying around a little more, I found another Crash capital vessel. It appears to be underwater, but I can see already it's got some thrusters on it. We'll see if we can do anything with it. Don't know how much what kind of thrusters they are and how much they weigh, so you got a couple of different options. If you, I'm going to stick a core on it, so I could retrieve the thrusters themselves, but they tend to weigh a lot. And so you could also salvage and just get the component parts, but for now, let me go see if I can get a core on this thing. Let's see, just let me go. I'll stick it down here kind of low so that, oh look, there's some pentaxid or something. If I do decide to salvage the parts off of this thing, and it starts collapsing on me, I won't be ruining my thing, so I'll just stick it down here below the water line as best I can. And now we should be able to see what's on here. Yeah, a couple parts. So we'll just grab what we can out of it. And then I want to crash capital visible devices, group everything. Small thrusters. Got some mediums. Yeah, so let me go ahead and grab a couple of these and we'll see how much they weigh. So T. It's a small one. What was that? Oh, so screen. Cannon turret. Just some medium thrusters. Alright, small turret, 16 tons each on those. 1.9 tons for the turrets. And these are 24 tons each. I don't really need full thrusters, so what I'll probably do is just salvage everything, just to keep the weight down. Let's see what we're looking at. It's a crash capital vessel. Yeah, I'm already up to 73 tons just with those couple items on there. So what I'll probably have to do is, now that I've got it in my inventory, I can either throw it away or haul it back to base and then come back and just salvage this thing. So let me take care of that and I'll be right back. So in the interest of testing, I just went ahead and threw those thrusters away. So I'm back down to 33 tons total, and I went ahead and kept the turret and these other couple things that I picked up. And I'm just going to, from this point, just going to salvage to get the parts. And so Layers, doors, fuel tank. I guess I should check the fuel. You can see the RCSs and these thrusters might give you some good rare materials, safety and whatnot. Need any flux oils, always useful. Sea guy. Vessel. Edge. pretty much dismantled the entire ship, everything that was above water, or above ground anyway. You can see I've regrouped, and there's basically nothing left except for my core, and that's it. There's probably some stuff if I wanted to keep drilling. I could get a little bit more steel, but the Titans are actually hardened steel, so that's a great way to get your Sathium. So basically, this is what I got off that ship. Like 2 1/3 stacks of steel plate. Like I said, the Titan is actually made out of hardened steel. I did get some hardened steel from various things I was salvaging here. I got 88 neodymium, 18 Sathium, but if you're putting stuff in the factory, you can put this hardened steel in there, and that gives you Sathium as well. I got some 18 cobalt. I got some cobalt alloy. Bunch of motors, and so by doing salvage instead of grabbing the whole items, I'm only up to 41 tons, and 28 of that basically is the ship itself. So 30, another 12 tons of loot basically. So just trying to give some examples of what this thing can carry. I could go around and loot a couple more of those ships, salvage them, and get all the materials out of them. Next thing, I guess I'm going to go do, maybe I'll take a trip up to the moon and see what I can grab from there after I go and load this stuff. So I'll be back in a second. While I'm flying back to my base, there's 2 different considerations: weight and volume, mass and volume. And you can see I'm up to 2155 out of almost 4K, so a little over half full as far as volume is concerned, and then 11 tons of stuff is what I picked up, not including my spare stuff, well, including the spare stuff that I carry around with me. So those are 2 different considerations. If you're going to salvage something, you tend to end up with a lot of volume, but not nearly as much weight as if you grab the entire components. So, be back here in a sec. Okay, I made it to the moon, and came in over, I guess I've just about made a loop of the planet. I came in over here, I guess, and just started flying around. There is another crashed capital vessel over there. Some cobalt, lots of Xerax territory, silicon. I found some promethium here, so I'll mine a little bit of that, but there's some more Xerax territory pretty close by, and it looks like right over the ridge there, it's like another crashed vessel over there. But anyway, this promethium's right down here. So you can see this new drill and even the survival tool are great for mining up these deposits. That's it. Yep. Pretty small deposit. So let me rather than go around and mine everything. I got 80 promethium ore from that one little deposit there, and a handful of rock. Let me go ahead. So when you're mining ore, magnesium ore, if you look at the mass, 6 kilograms, 14 kilograms, 16, 7, 8, 16. Copper's pretty heavy. Iron ore is not quite as heavy, but cobalt, copper, promethium is like the heaviest thing you're going to find on the moon anyway, 20 kilogram. Gold's pretty heavy. If you could find that much gold, you'd be in good shape. So that's pretty much all. So let me just grab, let's go into God mode here. Oops. And I'll just grab some. So keep an eye on the volume over here. This is about the heaviest ore you'll find. So you can get a whole stack. That's a little too much. Let's take this stuff back out of here. Too much. Yep. So that's almost 2 full stacks of promethium that you could carry. Now we're at 39 tons, and let me get rid of this other stuff here so I can get back out of God mode. So we're at 70 tons basically. And we saw earlier that we were able to carry that. Now, one consideration is the show here. The gravity on the moon is like 0.5 on this particular moon anyway. Oops, I've still got ore on me here. Yeah, gravity is half of what it is down on the planet. So I could carry more weight here, but when I get down to the planet, I'm going to be overloaded if I do that. But as long as you're able to lift off the moon and make it into the planet, you can kind of glide into your base if you pick it right without having to have too much upthrust. But mostly I just wanted to show the carrying capacity. 2 full stacks of promethium. If it was a mixture of magnesium and cobalt and promethium, you could carry more than that, since this is the heaviest one. But let me go ahead. Like I said, it's half the gravity here, so you can see I'm more maneuverable than I was down on the planet with 70 tons. Just go discover this before I leave. Yeah, it's another, just like I found a little while ago. so we're at 70 tons. We were able to get out of there. If you don't know already, if you hold the shift and forward, let go of forward, and then let go of shift, you'll see over here on the right, brake is turned on currently, and cruise is now on, so I'm not having to hold any keys to move forward. If you hit the I key, that turns the cruise off, or brake off, and when you're in space, you can, once you're going 115 meters per second, you can turn off your thrust altogether, and you'll just keep going forward if you turn the brake off. And the brake is just the I key. Of course, you'll be going whatever direction you look. Even if I turn around this way, I'm still going towards the planet. So if you want to make any corrections, you'll have to use thrust again. But that's a good way to save fuel when you're flying around space. What you may have to do is use some up thrust. Point the ship up and use up thrust, or forward thrust. Let me turn my auto brake back on. Crashed into the ground. But so now on the planet, when I try to just go up very slowly, so 70 tons is a good maximum. So head towards my station there. I'm not going to keep this ore, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, I hope you found that useful, and catch you next time. Oh look, there's another one. Catch you next time.